Video is part of our world. It's not going away. People want it.
This is Creativity That Converts, the show where we unpack the art and strategy of using video and content to grow your real estate business. This season, we're coming to you live from Lee Woodward's Complete Leaders Conference in Sydney. We're sitting down with some of Australia's top real estate agents and principals. We'll be talking about real estate marketing, what's working, what's not, and how the best in the business are adapting to stay ahead. No ego, just real talk that gets results. Welcome to Creativity That Converts, Complete Leader Edition. Welcome back to Creativity That Converts. We're kicking off season 3 with a bit of a different one. With Complete Leader happening, we went, let's do a Creativity That Converts Complete Leader Edition. We have the opportunity to sit down with some of the real estate's best leaders and principals and the man who pulls it all together. So welcome to the podcast today, Lee Woodward. He taught me everything I know about real estate.
Hello, everyone. Great to be here.
Great to have you here, Lee. So, Lee, tell me, who do you see that does video really well?
Jordan Bulmer, and I know you're watching, does it very, very well. And I think he's come through from a different time from Matt. So obviously doing the Matt Steinwade world that I've done for 22 years. Matt does video for his own personal socials, but in real estate, Jordan does that really well. And then 4069 Real Estate in Queensland. They came to the Complete Salesperson course, they met yourself, and they decided to do video explainers. And video explainers that allowed consumers to understand who they were as people. So I think that's a really good example.
Yeah, the explainers are filling in that gap that I'm seeing, because there's a lot of agents that are doing the socials, and they're attracting and they're getting 5,000 views, but wondering why that converts to 2 leads. And I find it hard to explain to a lot of them on, well, that's great, they're finding you, but what are they finding or not finding that's not helping them continue that journey through the funnel?
Yeah, my advice there is stop trying to be seen and try to be understood. So as you know, when we're at the course, we talk about, is it ego or info? So I can take to camera and say, hi, this month I've done $5 billion worth of real estate. What does that mean? And to an average consumer, that's like, you get paid too much and you're a typical real estate agent. Versus when it comes to selling your home, a price improvement plan could be as simple as house washing the property, gurneying the driveways and remulching the backyard. These small things have such impact on the profit you will receive. To get an assessment done on your property, please give me a call. I absolutely love inspecting property and assisting people with their real estate goals. And people think, I'm going to get that assessment. So being seen is one thing, being understood is another. And I think in video, I know myself, I just always take that approach of, I want people to profit from our knowledge. So be it should you move, should you renovate, dealing with divorce, all these happenings that go on in real estate, if you can assist with, well, it's one of those things of consulting. You know, if someone rings you or myself and they want some consulting done, there's only one question: what are we fixing? And I think that's the art of video. What are we fixing? And if you've got a video clip, and we were discussing the property management sequence of vacate, your rents in arrears, those things need communicating, and you can save so much time if those video explainers assist that person.
Yep.
Versus, I'm going to try and ring them and explain about vacate. What if you had a brilliant, perfect clip on vacate?
Yeah, it makes a huge difference. And in some of the instances, it makes it even easier for the property manager because they're not having 50 conversations a day of the same thing. And in a lot of cases, hard conversations. Because they're trying to explain that someone's so far behind in arrears that they could be evicted, or so it can help in so many different ways in the business, I find, when it comes to that property management side.
Absolutely. So as a property manager, I can ring the tenant and the tenant's ghosting me and won't take my phone calls. Now I can just text a video clip saying, I did try to call you. This video clip explains clearly your financial and legal obligations. We look forward to your response. And they can't not unsee that.
Yeah.
And I think as a way of documenting, we called, they wouldn't answer, we sent the video explainer on being in arrears, problem solved.
Yeah. The other one that's doing that really well is Brand Property. Brand Property's pushing them out, and they've really stepped up their property video game at the moment. Like, they're really starting to stand out on the Central Coast that I've noticed.
That was absolutely amazing. 2 days, 50 video clips that you guys achieved. But for the girls, they've never been on camera and did an incredible job of, and I think this is the difference. To go on camera and try and impress someone is that to be seen. To go on camera and explain something to someone, and especially for Samantha, who's got such in-depth knowledge of property management, you're not trying to be someone, you're just explaining it.
Yeah, and it's funny, she's gone from wouldn't get on camera at all to the example we use at most conferences to showcase how to do it. So
and if you're a landlord looking at that, you just have to say, this is another level of professionalism. I know everyone's offering me cheap rates, but it's not to the same standard.
And same with video. We're seeing a lot of people coming through where it's a kid with a camera from JB Hi-Fi that can create stunning imagery, but they don't understand that connection point to why that video is being created, what it's delivering, and how it fits into what part of the marketing to make sure that it's done correctly.
Yeah, shooting footage is simple. Anyone can do that, but not. It's why would you shoot the footage? And that's when the creative side comes in.
Yeah, and that's where we get to really play. We played the clip yesterday of a MENA retreat.
Yeah,
it was
blew the crowd away.
It was amazing to see educated real estate agents have a variance of a guess at price on that property ranging
$6 million.
from 1.3 to 6.5.
Yeah, it was an incredible moment.
It was quite amazing to see. I couldn't wait to hear Jason Partridge's, because he would at least
be closest
at sea, but even he was still quite high on what the actual guide is, considering the video clip. So.
And you know, it's interesting, we look at a clip like that, and for the Sydney agents, they just don't see things like that. Their stamp duties at 900. So you're seeing that variance. But it would also be great in a video explainer for a property to say some of the surrounding sales are. So suddenly you've got context straight away of, okay, I'm not from the area. I don't know if it's 1 million, 2 million to 3 million, but you just showed me the surrounding sales from 950 to 1.3. Now, in one video clip, I can, and as we know, with real estate, it's about attract, engage, commit. So the clips attracted me. What got me engaged is the surrounding sales. Yeah. I might buy that today. That's the commitment side coming through.
Well, it was funny talking to Nathan yesterday. He's like, what time did you play that? Because I got a call from a buyer's agent in Sydney. And I went, I wonder if.
There you go. How interesting.
So, yeah, it was quite intriguing to hear that.
Yeah.
And I know the owners, when I was talking to them yesterday, said, can you send some of those $6.5 million buyers up this way for us?
Yeah, because the real estate market's so diverse. And I know as I loop the country, I often either go to a shopping centre to see what the crowd's doing, or I'll drive through the streets in the Ubers getting there, and you know, that house in that state, there can be $1 million difference. Yeah. But it's the same house, but that's just welcome to real estate.
Yeah, it's crazy. And 4 hours up the freeway, complete difference.
Yeah.
You come to paradise and pay less.
That's right. That's right.
It's quite cool. But it's great seeing so many agents now integrate video into their work processes. So they're getting those foundational videos. So things like the how to expect me to deliver feedback to you after an open home video. Yeah. So that then the owner can not only help make an educated decision during the listing presentation, because you've given them stuff to be able to view and work through your process, but it helps keep your process the same and it delivers those consistent results. So we're seeing that more often. What do you think of videos in that system process?
I think education is a lead source, meaning if a consumer learns something from you, and that was in a short video clip, and they suddenly feel connected to you. I know I was speaking to Tristan Rowland, and Tristan just helps a lot of people at open houses saying, oh, which one are you looking at? Yeah, good house, that one. The one 2 doors behind it sold for this, that one sold for that. So you're probably on the money there. He's got nothing to do with that sale, but the fact he helped them, the amount of people that come back and say, you were just so helpful, we want to put our property on the market with you. Imagine doing that to 1,000 people in video in one go as you let them profit from that knowledge. Yep. How to bid at auction. What's a timed sale? What's a timed auction? What do I do on an auction day? How do I pay my deposit? It's coming up to settlement. Who do I speak to? You know, the traditional checklist could be just overdone with short, sharp snacks of video.
Yeah, definitely. And it's if once you provide that value, it creates that Pavlovian trigger where people want to be able to come back to work with you because you've provided to them.
Very much so. And also the power of share. I get many phone calls saying, Lee, you don't know me at all, but an agent shared an interview you did or a video you've done. We're in a different state. Is there any chance you could work with us? So using the Charles Tarby moment here, method of introduction.
Yes.
Video can be its own method of introduction as it's shared amongst the community.
Well, Charles is the perfect example of method introduction for you introducing me to him.
Yes.
And we went from didn't know each other to producing his national TV campaign for him within a week.
Yep.
So it's the perfect example of it.
It is. Video's fast. And the fact you can see it on a phone while you're ordering a coffee, you can make that decision straight away.
Yep.
I know myself, I might be trying to target a project or a company, and I'll just shoot a short, sharp video clip of something I've done. And the difference though, Clint, and this is credit to you, anyone can shoot a video clip to get someone's attention, but mine's shot right. It's got the right lighting. It sounds good. That's very different to just, okay, hit record on my phone. I'm not allowed to do that. At my level,
Yes.
I'm just not allowed to do that.
Yep.
And then I say to the agents, well, I'll share this with you. It fascinates me that when an agent markets a property, they'll get a pro video done, beautiful internet presence, social campaign, incredible photography and floor plan. When they market themselves, bang, that'll do.
Yeah.
Now, there's a place for that, but it depends on the videos you need to do to make that happen.
Yeah. I am amazed constantly at the amount of agents that don't have a profile video. Like a video business card that explains who you are, what you do, what you love, just humanizes you to that person.
Yeah, and I think profile is an industry misunderstood word. Have you got a profile versus it's the about you video.
Yeah.
And I know I have to have a show reel where people may be looking to engage my services and they want to see you on a big stage because lots of people can speak on small stages but not big stages. You get in front of 4,000 or 5,000 people, you actually need to know technically what to do.
Yeah.
Because those stages are like tennis courts.
Yep.
And if you haven't been on one, it can feel rather unusual. And they want to make sure, and the cost of the speaker is one thing, but when you've got all these people who are paying $1,000 a seat in a 4,000 arena, someone in production has got to check out the speakers can take the stage.
Yeah, and they've got to know that they have that presence to be able to keep that attention.
Yeah.
Because if you start to even lose 10% of that audience, it has a big impact across the room.
Yeah.
So,
And I think the greatest thing now is to get good at video, you can actually just click Zoom on your laptop and speak to it as if you are speaking to someone on the other side of the world or a mass audience, and do that for a rehearsal. To look into the camera and speak and chat like that, you need to do it a few times. And we were also speaking about how people say, you can just clone yourself now in AI, type it in, it does video. Why not just learn to speak to camera and do it properly?
Stuart O'Brien was a perfect example with that. We went through a room of 100+ agents and they all went through and talked about what they were going to do with AI and how it all worked. And Stuart O'Brien happened to be sitting at the last table. And he said, while all you guys are doing that, I'm just going to have conversations with people.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, he is probably the leading agent. Well, I know he just took out the Lifestyle Group Award for leading agent by being an agent.
He's a good example, but you can use video to be your conversation.
Yeah.
And that's that ego or info
100%.
situation that we see.
Yep. Is there anything you'd like to add quickly about video to?
Video is part of our world. It's not going away. People want it. Can you shoot me a quick clip? Do you have an example video of that? Could be learning software, it can be anything.
Yep.
But people are, and due to YouTube, you can type in anything and find out anything, but people expect to see a video clip of it. So make this your channel to market. And if you've got a fear of video, get over that. You're in the communications industry. It's like being a doctor saying you don't like blood. We've got to make sure we know what we're doing here.
Perfect. Well, cool. Thanks very much for chatting today.
My pleasure.
And it's great to be back at Complete Leader.
Yeah, Leader's one of those special events, and thanks for being here.
Thank you.